Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we have a fascinating story about why the tax authorities are going after PepsiCo's advertising spends. Sounds complicated? Don't worry, we're here to break it down for you. Recently, the Delhi High Court ruled in favor of PepsiCo, dismissing the Income Tax Department's appeal on 2,800 crore AMP expenses. So what's this all about? AMP expenses mean advertising, marketing, and promotional expenses. Typically, businesses can deduct these expenses from their total revenue, reducing the taxable profit. PepsiCo India has been doing just that. So, why are tax authorities getting involved? Here's the catch. Things get tricky when dealing with multinational companies. PepsiCo India, although an Indian entity, interacts regularly with its parent company and associated companies abroad. The authorities argue that some of PepsiCo India's advertising benefits these associated foreign entities. For instance, PepsiCo India has spent heavily on promoting products with brands and trademarks owned by entities in Bangladesh, Nepal, Bhutan, and Sri Lanka. The tax authorities believe these expenses should be compensated by the associated entities, increasing PepsiCo India's income and therefore its taxable amount. How do they determine this? They use the BrightLine test, or BLT test. This test compares PepsiCo India's AMP expenses to similar companies in India. If PepsiCo India's advertising spend is disproportionately higher, the excess might be considered a service to the parent company. Courts have often sided with companies like PepsiCo. Why? Because just because an associated entity benefits from an ad campaign doesn't mean the spend was solely for their benefit. PepsiCo India's primary goal is to boost domestic sales. Any additional benefit to associated entities is incidental. Besides, the real impact of AMP expenses on brand value is complex. Factors like customer loyalty, market dynamics, and competition play significant roles. Each company has its own strategy. PepsiCo India might spend more on branding because they see value in it. It shouldn't face arbitrary tax implications for that. Courts have refused to acknowledge the BrightLine test without concrete evidence. Actual contracts and agreements showing that PepsiCo India was spending to benefit the parent entity. So, despite the taxman's efforts, the courts demand solid proof, not just arbitrary comparisons. And that's why PepsiCo has often come out on top in these disputes. Will this latest ruling set the record straight? Maybe it'll push the government to clarify tax laws on such expenses. Until then, expect more debates and litigation. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you next time.